สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone สวัสดีนักเรียนทุกคนนะคะต้อนรับเข้าสู่คลาสเรียนภาษาอังกฤษของเราและวันนี้ค่อนข้างจะพิเศษมากๆเพราะเราเรียนกันแบบออนไลน์เลยทีเดียว Okay so welcome to our first online writing class and what day is it today it's Wednesday of what so let's see what are we going to study today Alright, so our first lesson today will talk about life in the future. So when we talk about future, what do we mean? Things that will happen, not happening now, and not happened in the past, right? So that's in the future. So first, let me discuss these questions. The first question, let me read here. How old will you be in 20 years? Okay, so you have to think about your life then. For me, right now, this year, I am 30. In the next 20 years, I will be 50. Okay, so maybe I will roll the dice somewhere in the world. We'll not know. Next, do you think computers, TVs, and phones will be the same? How will they look? This question is a little bit difficult. Maybe computers will be more intelligent, maybe than us, right? And TVs and phones, I have no idea about that yet. Next, the third question. Do you think that we'll have robots in our homes? Oh, so what do you think? Just write for me and tell me, okay? Alright, so this passage that I'm gonna let you read together, it's called A Day in My Life in 2020. Okay, so let's read it together. I imagine I will wake up early. I won't have an alarm clock. My computer will send a message to my brain to wake me up. Wake me up. I'll have a shower and get dressed. For breakfast, I'll tell my microwave how to cook my eggs. A robot will bring me tea. That's fantastic. I probably won't go to school. I think I'll have my lessons at home on my computer. Oh, look at us. We're doing that right now. The teacher's computer and all the students' computers will probably be part of the same network. Perhaps I'll go to a 3D cinema after lessons. I hope we'll drive there in a flying car. Okay, so that's the passage. So what do you think about this story? A Day in My Life in 2020. Now, before we start writing our project, our small project, let's look at the tips. Let's look at these tips. The first tips, you can use the word think, imagine that, and perhaps when you think something may happen but you are not sure. Just for example, I think that we'll all have robots in the future. See, we use the word think. The second example, perhaps I will talk to my computer. Okay, so that's the first tips. Next, use the word probably. Probably. When you are more sure. Just for example, we'll probably work at home with computers. Okay, and the last tip, use the word hope that when you want something to happen. For example, I hope I will have a flying car. Okay, so that's 3 writing tips for today's lesson. Okay, so now let's move to our practice before we start writing a big project. So I've got 6 questions for you. You have to write the predictions. Number 1, we probably have tiny computers. So you have to rewrite it again. Okay, so number 1, I'll do it with you. 1, the correct one has to be we will probably have tiny computers. So the rest of them, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you have to do it yourself and then just send it to me. So for today's writing project, you are going to write about a day in your life in 2050. 2050, okay? So before you write, make sure you answer these questions already. The first one, where will you live? in 2050, where will you live? Just imagine. 2, what will you eat on that time? 3, how will you travel? 4, what will you do in your free time? Okay, so first you have to answer these questions and then put it together to make a story, okay? And then just send it to me. I'll give you before what time? Before 3 p.m.